Nicholas Biddle, who took up the battle to give the United States a central bank and lost. Mr. Bernard Kornfeld, who raised the hope of having money without work to new heights in our own time. All went from great innovation to great disaster. Law, Patterson, and Biddle all went broke. Alexander Hamilton was shot. Bernie Kornfeld had problems. The first service of money is to avoid the inconvenience of barter, the problem in the direct exchange of butter for horses or a house. Many things, seashells, cattle, whiskey, have been used. For 2 centuries, Virginia and Maryland used tobacco, and in Virginia, nothing else has so far served as money for so long. Before Wolfe and Montcalm, French Canada had the most exotic currency of all, playing cards. All critics of speculation must weep that they're gone. Las Vegas and Wall Street used the same currency, clubs and diamonds. Gambling on the stock exchange would not be a figure of speech. Also, Barclays bank statements and hearts, diamonds, and spades would be a joy to read. Metals, gold, silver, copper, were the commodities most often used. Weighing chunks of metal was a nuisance. Coinage, pieces of metal of specified weight, eliminated that need for weighing. The ruler's head was stamped on coins to inspire confidence, or so it was said. John Maynard Keynes held that more often it was a thoughtful personal gesture by the ruler to himself. The singular feature of every monetary invention is the resulting search for ways and means to its abuse. After coins were invented, rulers and private entrepreneurs joined alike in clipping, sweating, or otherwise debasing them. The idea was to keep some of the precious metal and make a worse coin do the same work. This had great consequences, to which I'll come in a moment. Coins, we might note, are now largely obsolete. They're used only as minor change, for occasional nervous hoarding, as collector's items, and most important of all, for slot machines. After coinage, the next great invention was the manufacture of money by a bank. This was wonderful, true magic, and so it still seems. It gave bankers much prestige and required that they have great solemnity of manner. No one wants a funny man with a real license to manufacture money. The last great step was government paper money. This in the West was the invention of the British colonies in North America. Coins, banks, government paper required another invention, the central bank, something to regulate the manufacture of all this money. These are early pictures of the Bank of England. Historians agree that almost everything we know about central banking was learned here by the Bank of England.
Tales from the history of money. Ladies and gentlemen, the historical tableau. Number 1, 1609.
The Bank of Amsterdam.
A critical step in the history of money was taken here in the city of Amsterdam in the early 17th century. By 1600, hard coin money was abundant in Amsterdam, as also throughout Europe. Silver and gold had been flowing into Europe from the New World. Mostly it was silver, and mostly it had been mined by very hard toil by the Indians. Silver at the beginning of the 17th century, the time we're talking about, had become especially plentiful. This flow is demonstrating the most elementary proposition regarding money. The more abundant the money, everything else equal, the less it will buy. Because money was abundant, prices everywhere in Europe were rising. A good many people hadn't heard about the discovery of America in these years, but everyone in Europe was seeing its effects in whatever trifle they had to
Goodbye.